They have to want to finish the track. Well, it's 100 points. That's a third. But they have to want to finish the track.
It's huge. Right now, I'm stressing on my track. So
yeah. So I use those small cat foods, the salmon, the solid salmon ones.
You got.
I know.
Kind of.
Yes. And I have that in my very last article. It's under that in the article on top. So my dog lays down on it, and I make a big deal. Hey, look what this is. So he gets his dessert for finishing all this crap. They have to want to end. If I have a fast tracker, though, a real fast tracker, I have to be careful because if they want to get to the end too much, they start blowing corners and everything else because they're too fast. You want a methodical tracker. So I go under Johnny Deegan's tracking program. I put food in every step till the dog is 17 months old. And there are no articles yet. I don't do an article until my dog has a beautiful plots.
When's that starting though?
8 weeks old.
Okay.
So I mean, like 8-week-old puppy, it's a scent pad only. 12-week-old, it's a scent pad. 5 steps to another scent pad. So I mean, but by the time they're 17 months, I'm laying 200 pace tracks with my back killing me, food in every single step, and that was Johnny 101. Right, left, right, left, and that's he just said, Joel, it needs to be like a metronome, like a rhythm. In fact, the more you remember, Patty Garcia, trained with Gary. You know Patty. Yeah. You know Patty. She was a good tracker. But anyway, she always had great tracking. She had this ponytail, and her ponytail was just perfect. So I said, that's a 100-point track. And the ponytail stopped like, whoops, 99. And everybody was back there laughing. But I'm like, it was a perfect rhythm. I didn't even need to see the dog. I already knew what the dog was doing. Right, left. Yes.
So, as for the articles, so we have 2 different trains of thoughts. I think you're supposed to train articles separate. Everything should be taught in, like, this is article before you introduce it.
That's what a lot of people do. They shape the articles, and that's a brilliant method. It can be whichever
works.
Yeah, whichever way works. Hey, but let's say your dog is skipping articles, and let's say you taught kitchen articles, like shape the behavior of laying down articles. If your dog is skipping articles on the track, I'd go back to however you taught the articles, with the clicker, and, however. But this makes sense, right? So then I go to Germany at the World Championship with Johnny. So with Johnny, I go to the World Championships, and Marcus was laughing at me because when I got off the plane, guess what I did for Johnny? I put food in every single step. Johnny was a puppy again. What did I score at that championship? 100 points. I'm like, yeah, who's laughing now, Marcus?
What this dog is, Joel brought this dog he's talking about to my club. And I went tracking with him, and Joel goes, what do you
No, I said, let me see.
The dog doesn't know what a start flag is, and he doesn't know
grass at all.
How to track in grass, right? And so Joel goes, well, this really sucks because another trainer had done him, so if I do well, the other trainer gets credit, but really the dog wouldn't track. Didn't have a clue. And I think that was in 2 months later, he got 100.
It might have been 5 months later.
On grass.
Yeah, but I did food in every step. But anyway, I'm not saying that to brag on Johnny. What I'm saying is, it was funny though, when I got off the plane, I wanted him to, like Canute says, have good feeling. I wanted him to have a good feeling in his heart, like, hey, we're in a different country. This is fun.
Yeah.
I guess I'm saying, always go back to the foundation.
When I went to Kentucky one year for the Nationals, and I just laid a nice, long, straight with food like that. And
No dog fight.
and the next and Wally Allred, I don't know if you remember him.
Nope.
But he made a very complicated track with Jack Smith, and they put pressure and na. I got 100 points. Under Willie Ortler gave me 100 points, and Wally with the pressure, his dog just got like 80.
Yeah, it's because the dog melted under the pressure.
I said, I got nothing else to teach this dog. The trial
No, and
is
it's
in
good.
3 days.
Yes, that's what you can't start messing with too much stuff right before a trial.
Yeah.
Now, Jane, this will answer your question with your dumbbells with karma. I said I'd get to it, and here we go. Burning commands. There is nothing wrong with burning a command if you are cognitively aware you're doing it. I hate when handlers, when you're thoughtfully saying, I am willing to lose points right now. So it's fine. So let's just say this. Hefe's not going to sit before the group. Let's just pretend it's that.
Yeah.
and you come up before the group, I'd say sit, and then you can play the dumb card in the critique. Oh, I forgot, sorry. You know, but I'd be aware I'm doing it. So what, you guys remember how I taught the jump on the first dumbbell? What did I do? Hup, bring, hup. Remember I said that second hup command? If this were right before the trial and I had Heffy, but that's how I taught it, guess what I'm saying in the trial? My second hup command.
And you're taking the ding.
I will take the ding. Because now I'm like going to lose 2.5 points versus 5. Now I'm playing the numbers game.
Yeah. That's
You see what I'm saying?
How
So
many points that is.
yeah, for next command. But now I'm playing the numbers game. So Jane, that being said, Karma does that big sweeping right. If you see her like going to come in crooked, Karma, me as a judge, what am I going to do if you say her name? If you think she's going to go past you, am I going to fail you? Of course not. I'm going to say, you know, you can't say the extra command, Karma, or bring. Take your 2 points versus her wandering off towards the.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can burn commands, you guys. I just used to get yelled at by Dean back in the early 90s. He's like, did you mean to do that? No? Well, then that's stupid. So in other words, when my dog loses points from me, it's a dog. If I lose points for my dog, that's on me. And the human that's not allowed. Unless you're doing it on purpose.
We need to start protection because it's 3
Yeah, I
o'clock.
Anyway, everybody got everything out of that? All right. I
Thank
need
you.
blinds.
So we're going to do the